Hi everyone, it's me Takyre for another video on Senna. For this new patch there is a change on a lot of items. I will explain which is actually good and which you don't care. I saw a lot of people saying like Affinity Edge and Navoris are good first item. I will show you why it's actually really bad. First we're gonna test Navoris. So I made my set level 9, which is the time you get the first item around this level. And I add some armor for level 9 enemy kind of close to this armor if he's not tanky. So I'm gonna use all my spell because we need to use spell because Navoris increased the damage of spell. I'm gonna hit until I get to 3000. As you can see, I don't have mana. I still the problem, the main problem with Navoris is that you use all your mana. And in this test, I tested where Navoris is actually the best way because I use the spell, all the spell I can. But in real game, you won't be able to spam spell like that, and still as you can see, I have no mana at the end of the test. So now we test Infinity Edge first on this dummy, with also all the spell. Try to go 3000 too. I'm gonna be maybe longer. And depend of how much you crit, but yeah. Okay. Kinda less than Navoris, as you can see. But yeah, it's not that's not a lot. But maybe I didn't have the chance to critic a lot. But now we're gonna test with the regular build. You can see that with the cost of Infinity Edge, you can actually play Umbrella Glaive plus the Dirk. It's the same cost as an IE or Navoris. Navoris and IE cost the same. So I'm gonna do the same for this dummy. As you can see, I hurt a lot more. And that's only for the DPS. For the DPS, you can see that Glaive and Dark are actually better first item. Obviously because of the lethality. And you know that you don't play Glaive because of the DPS, you play it because it gives you the opportunity to kill ward and other thing. And you can see I still have mana, which not for Navoris. And EE, I think EE and Glaive was actually the same. But yeah, as you can see, the best DPS actually in early is Glaive plus Dark. If I do the only the burst and QAA, I can do it with other item. I don't know how it look on Navoris, I didn't test. Alright, fuck. I need to reset it. Okay, it's less good on Navoris. And for Infinity Edge. What? Did I miss something? No. Wait. Let me try again. Okay. Yeah, Navoris is actually the less good. But most of the time you will play for burst, like I say Q auto, and you can see that it's still the best option to go Glaive and Dark in early for a first item. I mean, maybe Navoris got small, a bit more of DPS in early, but you can see you won't be able to spam spell like that because of the mana issue, and plus it's in the in real game you won't be able to hit your W and your Q every time, and so yeah. That only shows that Glaive and Glaive plus Dark is way better than Infinity Edge and Navoris in first item. So why going Infinity Edge on Navoris first item when you actually don't have. It's actually bad. Next, I will show you in late game, so I need more souls. If Navoris is actually good to have, when you have, I just need to do this kind of thing. That's the best way to get soul, by the way. I just need 100 crit. Money. Yeah, more. Because Navoris and Infinity scale depending how much soul you have, how much critic you have, so how much soul, another one. So now I have 200, and I can test out with 200. I'm gonna level up myself. You say it's late game, so I'm level max, so I have my spell level max and deal more damage for. I will start with Navoris actually. Because they upped the mana regeneration, now it's actually okay for the mana weight. Because you... Oh fuck, I forgot this. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, let's start with Infinity Edge. I'm gonna spam spell. You can see I deal more damage. Let's go for 5000. Okay. Now for Navoris. Oops. You can see that Infinity Edge late game is better than Navoris. And for yeah, bon, normally you don't do more damage. Don't think so. We will see. But because of the lethality, maybe. But even if in late game they should have maybe more armor, but don't think it will change a lot. Yeah, it's still the best option because you have penetration with lethality and don't have much armor. Maybe in real game they will have more armor, but still in late game you will be able to have Eclipse and get damage. That doesn't change the fact that it was a test first for so showing how Infinity Edge and Navoris is actually never better than Infinity Edge. Even in early, you have the mana issue. In late game, it deals less damage as you can see in DPS, but still you play Senna for the burst, and the burst will be less normally. If I'm right. Oh, I don't have my Q. Yeah, you can see Infinity Edge got a nice burst. That's why you take in late game. But you need some item who give penetration first. Oh yeah, I missed the passive, that's why, wait. It's actually better burst, but yeah, it's because it boosts your Q spell, but after that you don't have DPS. Still Navoris don't have much, they have the mana issue and you have to hit spell, and it's really hard to spam spell when you only have two, which one you can miss, and the other one you can sometimes use to heal your allies so you won't do damage. And you will heal less because you don't go lethality. After that, they up Essence Weaver, but still not an option on Senna for me, because it only gives 40 bonus physique damage, just not that strong. For Mortal Reminder, before the patch, I will never play Mortal Reminder, for me it was so bad. Now it's strange, I don't know how, if it's okay or not. I know it gives penetration now, but I know that executioner calling is actually great to proc the counter heal instantly. They upped the Graven ones on this one, so why not take it in some build? It doesn't cost a lot, it doesn't give a lot of AD, but you don't care it for the counter heal if you're facing Soraka or other thing, maybe Atrox. Soraka Yomi in lane, yeah. Maybe a bit of Seraphine, but Seraphine are rare. But Warwick, Atrox, Silas, and everything. It's actually not that bad, but upgrading it maybe in last item. I mean, if you do the build, maybe finish it on last item after rapid fire because it doesn't give attack speed now. So yeah. The problem if you go this one, you cannot take this thing. That's the main issue because Elder is quite strong. And if you go this way, you won't have attack speed and it's not that great. But we will see what's going to happen. But rarely, I mean, in my game I never finish all my items, so I think this build is actually great like this. That's all for the counter heal. Yeah, so try not to upgrade it and just stick to this thing. Eclipse, actually, it's a nerf for me. A lot of people say, oh, look, it gives cooldown reduction, it's cool on Senna. I don't think so. Omnivamp was so good. And for the people who don't know what Omnivamp is, if you AA, it give heal. If you Q, it give heal. If you W, it give heal. And if you ult, it give heal. It works on every spell and every... it's like lifesteal, but with spell vamp, which is quite good. They actually buff it a lot. They remove abilities, but as always, abilities is not that good on Senna. It gives more AD now, and Omnivamp is... I think it's lifesteal, I have to check it down. I don't remember, yeah. But I know it's the up more. It's quite a nice up. For Black Cleaver, it's up too. Make it look good, but still not on DPS. And only if you go, you can take it when you play tank build, Black Cleaver. But the only moment you actually play Black Cleaver is if your team have some AD carry with you. So you're not the only one going doing the damage. So if you remove armor, your team will will hit stronger. For the blade, they actually up the blade, which make very strong now. But still, I don't know in which build you can play it. You can play it with Locket still, even if I'm not a fan of Locket. You can go this way, and after that, because they up Dominic too, you go Dominic, and you have a nice build. Yeah, you're not that tanky actually. That's kind of the problem of Locket. That's why I will try to change and still go Dominic, even if you have like 200 more HP. It's not a lot for Senna. You will be still one of the champions that the less HP in the game, and still I think there is a better solution for this. They will change a bit of Radiant, which is now the Radiant won't be tied to the ultimate, so you can activate without using ultimate, so you don't have to wait the big cooldown of Senna ultimate. And the thing is, it actually gives the same armor and magic resistance that Locket, but it gives HP. And HP is so much better on Senna, because even if you take Locket, you're not that tanky because you don't have HP. Even if you have a bit of armor and magic resistance. That's why maybe next patch I'm gonna play something like Bioterka, Radiant, or I don't know if I go Glaive first. It's gonna depend. Don't know. We will see what's gonna happen. But yeah, I think Radiant gonna be really strong next patch. I'm gonna try to make a video about it. I think that's all for this patch. Yeah. If you have any question or you think I say mistake, just tell me in the comment. Well, hope you like the video. See ya!